What if you could draw with words? With Figma Draw, we can now turn any text into a brush. Today, we are using it to recreate a portrait of Pablo Picasso using his own words. Ready? Let's get started. To start, create a new design file. I've downloaded a picture of Picasso from Google and place it into Figma. If you like, you can download the image from the link in the description and follow along. To switch to the Draw workspace, go to the toolbar and click on Draw. You'll notice the UI changes slightly. In addition to the pencil and the pen tools we had in the Design tab, there's now a new tool, the brush, with a few different brush shapes. For each drawing tool, you can choose the size and color before you start drawing, which is pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to start with his coat. Grab the pen tool, set the size to 4, and let's pick red, a different color than the picture, so we have better control while drawing on top of it. I'm just drawing the shape of the coat. If you're not familiar with the pen tool, I have a full tutorial where you can learn how to use it step by step. Once we're done drawing the coat shape, change the stroke color to black and apply a fill. Then rename the layer and move on to the hat. First, draw the underbrim. Set the fill to gradient, remove the stroke, and then draw the crown. Good. Now it's time to create our custom brush. Type your text. I've chosen one of the Picasso's quotes. Everything you can imagine is real. Then press Command or Ctrl E to convert the text to a vector. Right-click and select Create Brush. Your new brush will now appear at the end of the brush drop-down list. And now we can start drawing. But before we do, let's take a quick look at the brush editing tools. We had the pen tool and the color options in design mode. But there's a new one I love the most, variable width. If you select any of the anchor points while variable width is enabled, the point turns pink. You can then adjust the size of the handles. So cool. Another useful tool is Lasso. We won't be using it in this tutorial, but it's good to know. It allows you to select or delete points by drawing a freeform shape around them, which can be really handy when you're working with a complex drawing and can't easily select points with the Move tool. For the next part, I prefer using my iPad, but you can absolutely continue on your computer. It works the same. Just go with whatever is available or comfortable for you. To use the iPad, simply mirror your screen and continue drawing with the pencil. I use different brush sizes for different parts of the portrait. The lettering spacing and font stretch change depending on the stroke length, which we can use to our advantage to make the drawing more dynamic. I lower the photo opacity to see the lines better and have more control while drawing. For the eye, I use thinner strokes. See how useful this new Figma feature is? Being able to change the stroke thickness before you start drawing makes a big difference. Use variable width wherever needed. You can also experiment with different text brushes or brush colors. For this portrait though, I'm sticking with the single coat and using black. Now let's draw the coat again. I set the fill opacity to 75% and turn off the stroke. Then I add a noise effect. Adjust the setting and choose whatever looks best to you. Let's hide the coat layer for a second so we can see the embroidered part more clearly. I changed the brush color to gray and set the size to 11. Nice. Actually, I think it looks better if I keep the coat layer off and just show it as a line. Yeah, much better. Now I'll darken the left side of his face a bit and we're done. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and feel free to share your own creation on X or Instagram. Just tag me. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, elevate and create.